There is nothing left undone in the shine space. Um, yeah, welcome to the shine space. We got to have a good ass time, and you know what we do here. I'm sitting down for the first time. Usually, I don't be sitting down. I'll be standing up, but we about to abide in the forgiveness. You know, abide in the forgiveness, and we got Elite Light and Kadeshi. Go inside. This is my family right here. Literally my family. Literally my family. Like no joke, actually. So I'm really happy that we about to. It's a cool co-creation because each one of us bearers of light, and we have our own unique way of sharing that light. But I just think it's really cool that we have all come together for real though, like some universal orchestration, like Dave and Yulita come together. She from the Netherlands and Dave from Texas. They come together, and then Gademshi Golden Son. I don't know where he came from. I think he keep telling me, bro. You keep telling me where you live at, bro. I keep forgetting. He came out of nowhere on my ass, bro. We came out of nowhere, and we came together on this planet, bro, leading the mission of bringing more love, more light, more inspiration, more empowerment. Literally raising the level of consciousness of the planet, one person at a time, one decision at a time. So I think it's really cool that we are here actually. And I've said this before, but it's really fascinating too. Though it's such a it's so refreshing and it's so mind blowing. Yet again, because I acknowledge who I am and I see who I am and I see how I be, and also a lot of times don't see how I be and I don't see how I am. And that's why I have these two beautiful reflections to help me see who I am. But I acknowledge that I've got to a certain place where I'm a leader. I inspire many people and things like that, and I support people. And it's just really fucking cool to have other beings that are on the same exact page. Like that's it's mind blowing to just have two reflections that are like, no, we here. We see the vision, we see the mission, and we here. So thank you, Gademshi and you lead to life for being who y'all be. And today we talk. What came through this week is about forgiveness, and that's what I'm excited to do. We just gonna jam on this, and since it's just us three here, which is really amazing. I was just telling Gademshi this a while ago, but it's like, you know, the Shine Space is all about being seen and being heard. And so sometimes we have people that show up here. Me and Yulita talked about this too, but sometimes we have people that show up here and they're not on camera. That's not a big deal. But I was like, whoa, to create the culture of the Shine Space, people should be on camera because it's about being seen and being heard. And so, you know, we ain't gonna kick you out if you ain't on camera, but it's like, that's what we're here to do. We're here to be fucking seen. Why are you hiding? There ain't nothing to hide. God already saw you. Bro. We all here actually. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I'm just going to dive right into forgiveness actually. This week, what came up, yet again, a really cool thing about the Shine Space is that we just here to bring our laundry and commune and just have fun with life and just share inspiration. But this week, I noticed that like I was feeling like a heaviness and noticing judgment upon myself, judgment upon others. And then it came to me like I was like, well, I'm feeling not really in alignment with myself, and that's okay too. But I was noticing that, and then I was like, oh, I feel like there's time for forgiveness right now. I feel like forgiveness is arising. And what I realized is that like forgiveness is really a signpost. Like forgiveness is a signpost in the sense of like, I'm excited to hear what you would say, Gademshi, and you if you want to say something. But like, I was like, oh, when the idea of forgiveness comes up, it actually means it means whatever you want it to mean. Actually, what I saw for me is like, oh, it means let's look for the innocence within myself, within this experience, within my beliefs, within the judgment. Let's look for the innocence. And I was like, whoa, that's actually like really fucking cool because like whatever the experience was, whatever judgment arose, whatever beliefs, whatever resentment arose, like, can I see that that's innocent? And from that place of like, oh, that's innocent, that actually gives me access to forgive. My mentor, JP, said, forgiveness literally means to give away, to let go, to give away, forgive. So when I see the innocence, it's more likely that I will allow myself to give away the judgment. I don't need to hold on to it. I'll allow myself to give away the resentment. I don't need to hold on to it. I'll allow myself to give away the guilt. I don't need to hold on to it. And so that was really fascinating. I was like, oh, forgiveness is like a really cool signpost in whatever way you want to use it. Uh, Yeah, Gadeshi, what you got, brother?
That's fire, bro. I love that. And I feel that definition and the frame of giving things over, giving things forward in a sense. It's so much powerful to recognize the innocence also, because when you see yourself from the eyes of God, when you see yourself from the spirit, and you see how your mind may have taken a lead or how you may have made a choice without all this other information that would have helped you make a different choice. It's all about recognizing that we are always doing our absolute best in every moment, actually. And to not notice that is to really villainize yourself, like you're really trying to, antagonize someone. And so forgiveness is really about recognizing, for me at least, it's really about recognizing that we're only doing our best, actually. And we're only going to do something different if we knew something different. So I always look at myself as the eternal student, and I've never made a mistake because it's always in the path of an equation that I'm figuring out. So I may be late, and I recognize that I'm not, being judicious with my time. And then I choose a new frame. I'm like, hold on, maybe I didn't need to be there actually, or maybe I did need to be there, and then I make some changes. But it's all about recognizing that you can't actually do nothing wrong. It's like everything that you do is a part of something huge or greater in the sense of learning or in the sense of having the experience to share, or it's so much, so much. So I love the aspect of forgiveness and not holding nothing to yourself because you have to really carry that shit.
Mhm.
So I would love to hear some more about what you were feeling as far as like what were your first kind of thoughts before you went to forgiveness on that sign road? Like, did you dwell in it for a little bit? Did you beat yourself up a little bit? Did you hit a brick over your head a couple times first? Because sometimes I'd be doing that and then I get to it.
Yeah, absolutely. I went through all those different phases. Uh, you lead to, I would love to know if you have any insights on that too, though, before I go into a little deeper share about that. How have you seen forgiveness?
I wanted to say, go ahead, share. I did not really had anything to add to that because the moment I was like, oh, I can add that, it was already said. So yeah, go ahead, keep
Cool.
talking. This is great.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, definitely. There was definitely a lot of self punishment, self abuse, and it's funny because it's sometimes harder for me to see when I'm punishing myself or abusing myself. But I notice as soon as that spotlight starts to go on somebody else, I'm like, okay, something's going on here. Like, why am I not seeing Yulita in the light of love? Why am I not seeing redemption in the light of love? Why am I not seeing anybody in the light of love? Actually, and then when I start to notice that, and then when I start to notice the heaviness, I'm like, okay, yeah, I start dredging through the mud actually. And then sometimes it takes me a long ass time to go sit down and be with that pen and paper because that's always a way for me to really come back to clarity about it. I really should be writing it down, and I don't have to do that. And then even more, that whole process of like, so I know I'm noticing this punishment and judgment arising. It is happening to me. I see it being projected on someone else, and then even being okay with that. It's like, oh, even me and drudging through the mud and abusing myself, I'm really doing the best I can. And so, that's a really beautiful thing. I just wanted to even acknowledge too is that like especially us on this path of personal development, especially on this path of personal development, spiritual awakening, becoming more conscious, it's really easy for us to get entitled and thinking that we should act. Oh, I know better. I've been on this path for a long time. I should know better. But it's
Mm.
like actually, you're a kid. Eventually, I love that you say, bro, you're an eternal student, bro, and you really show up as that, and you really be that. So, like, that's definitely a beautiful frame that I'm excited to adopt because just that thinking that I'm the eternal student, it gives me a different way to relate to all experiences that arise. Actually, so yeah.
That's powerful, bro. Um, I wanted to say to what you said, bro. That period of time where you might find like you're spilling it over to somebody else. I fucking love that, bro. That's
Mhm.
the biggest flag for me in the world because that helps me know what I heard before. It's almost like when this emotion comes, I want to sit, I want to sit, I want to go take a walk, I want to take my shoes off, I want to be in the sun. And if I deny myself from those things, I'm spilling that shit. I'm spilling it because you can't really move away from your heart like that. It's like you carry your heart into everything. And so it's like, what you have in your heart? Oh, I'm beating myself up. Well, damn sure. You're damn sure doing that. We can feel that aura, bringing that beat up aura up in here, you know? And it's like, we may be doing this to ourselves, and it's only like self-care, and moving energy, like literally moving this shit. Not like trying to send it away like it's bad or something, but it's like, it actually moves by being watched. You just got to be with that shit. And bro, I'm loving the ability for you to like have these experiences, but not being so attached to how you see them though. Like that is such a high level of expression, because it takes a lot to have thoughts but not be them, and then to have them and choose to be them at the intention level. So yeah, bro, that's profound what you're doing, because it just takes experience or it takes someone telling you, like seriously. So to find that you know it already and you're doing it now is just inspired, bro.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Daily, welcome to the building. What's up, Daily, the one and only? So, Daily, bro, we love your little bitty gray character on here. We love the little floating head and the two ovals. We love it, bro. But we actually love seeing you more. Actually, like this guy is cool, but I'm like, who the heck, you know? Daily, no, because
Oh man, I'm gonna show myself in a second.
cool, bro.
Yes, I love. Hey, Dave, I love how you did that shit, bro. I'm adopting that, brother. like, I love that. I love that. However,
ain't no judgment. We just like, hey, just go from love. Hey,
that's so fun.
no, Daily though. What I want to share is before you got on, I was just sharing this. Is that like you know, creating the culture for the shine space is that like, you know, it's really about being seen and about being heard. And so it's like we would love to see everybody's face, and especially you, bro, because you share so much in here. I definitely could see that, like, you know, over time, that definitely, bro, you know, people would be like, oh yeah, that's Daily. You know, that's Daily with the powerful shares and stuff like that. So, you know, just kind of like no pressure, but it's just like you are one of the people that really contribute to the space. And so, yeah, bro, we want, you know, people to see you, and we want to see you actually. So
Yeah.
on that note, Daily, yet again, bro, if you're ever driving, if you're ever on a bus, you don't need to put your face on here, but like really, we would always, you know, we would love to see your face actually. Today we're talking about forgiveness, Daily, and damn, I would love to know what you've heard about forgiveness or what you've experienced about forgiveness. That's Daily. What's up, man?
What's good, brother?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Good to see you,
Tuning
bro.
in from the UK.
Yes.
Yeah. So cool. We're gonna go deeper because we could talk about forgiveness, but I'm gonna fucking be forgiveness. Why not? Why not? It's a better place to be.
I'm about to grab something right quick. I'm gonna come with y'all.
Okay, cool. So this is a funny thing. So last night when I watched that video, I had used cannabis actually, and this is a funny thing that well, this actually came up. I'm sharing this for a whole story, but I have a client that I work with, and she uses cannabis as well, and when we talked the other day, she was saying that she feels guilty about it and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. And so that's one of the reasons I'm sharing it here, because like I like let everything be seen in her, because truthfully, like I've been a cannabis user and I've been a cannabis abuser. And I ain't got, I've been at all the goddamn spectrum. So I'm okay with that. But the part of forgiveness, the reason I bring this up is that for a lot of times, bro, I used to hide this actually. And there was that part of hiding, it was from judgment actually. It's like, oh, like I don't really want people to know this. Now, obviously, I don't walk around the street and just telling people all my business actually. But it's like, I mean, am I willing to allow it to be seen in the places where it can be seen actually, where I feel that there's no judgment? And it's like, if I can't allow it to be seen in places where if I really think all of y'all, if I really believe that y'all won't judge me, why won't I share anything? Because I'm still judging myself. That's why. That's it. It's like that's why actually. But that I've seen, like, there's a big part of forgiveness with using cannabis and just how I used to relate to it. And even noticing the punishment that I went through, and just kind of getting that reflection from the lady that I work with when she was like, yeah, I feel guilty about it. And she was saying like, because of all the the societal ideas about it. If you
Mhm.
if you use cannabis, you're a drug addict. If you addicted to it, you lazy, like all those stories. And like that was still happening within me as well. And I didn't see it, but that was the only reason that I'm not looking at this aspect of myself actually. And so that was a really cool thing that like even just like seeing that from a this is it. Is like, can you allow yourself to do whatever the fuck you're doing and do it and not punish yourself for it?
Mm.
And then acknowledge when you are punishing yourself, like, oh, okay, I still have opportunity to love this aspect of myself actually.
Mm.
Because this was the other thing about that. I've seen before in many experiences when I do something that I think I shouldn't be doing, I punish myself for it, and then the punishment even makes me do it more. Like I used to always use this story in on Instagram, so I would notice myself scrolling, and then I would start judging myself, and then to get away from the judgment and ridicule, I would keep scrolling more to try to distract myself from the feelings of what it was, instead of just being able to be with that and really see the innocence in it. And then from that innocent place, letting go and allowing forgiveness to overflow, pour over me. Yeah, man.
Bro, I want to relate to that out loud because I've had that experience, and I had to set myself free from that. Like it was huge because all my family structure is like Christian church and a whole bunch of church and I needed my own peace because we was looking like church, but we wasn't feeling like God though. We were feeling like insufficient. We were feeling like unseen. All this other kind of shit was going on. And I used to always hide my cannabis use. I used to really praise myself because I could be like off the 3 J's and you wouldn't even know actually. I would talk to you like I just came out of class. I would talk to you like I just came back from a meeting with my professor. Nobody's gonna know nothing because I'm so professional. Because I was trying to keep it so professional because I'm like, oh, I don't want people to see my eyes a little red or bro. And so I had to get to this place where first I had to recognize that we've created a culture around what we think. And it's like, oh, this is what God made. It's from hell, actually. I'm like, how? So I had to hit them with the scripture. I threw the Bible back at them. I was like, y'all see in Genesis to say all the fruits, all the herbs are gonna be used for the. I had to do that because it's like I found that there was a purpose behind it. So I love when you said, let yourself do what you're doing for the reason why you're doing it and not feel judged for it. But I have to grow up in my awareness and recognize, actually, I'm being judged by children and I'm letting what they're saying mean more than the truth. The truth is that everything is here because it's supposed to be used for the glorification of our soul and our spirit in whatever way that is. But then it's like, I'm not going to do what I find naturally to soothe myself in this environment that's not soothing me because of this environment. It's like, no, brother. So I love how you said that, bro, because I want to say this too. I just saw that. I was like, love how the universe literally brings us people to show us what we're carrying when we're not looking at it. I love that. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. This woman that you're talking to helped you see that you were carrying a little bit of that residue from that. So powerful. The opportunity for forgiveness is coming to our doorstep, bro. Oh my God. Okay, so that's all I wanted to say. I just know that I know that feeling. I love Mama Cannabis. I'm hanging out with her later today. And that's about it.
Yeah, I love that, Gademshi. That statement right there, like everybody is really coming to you and they're gonna be showing you what you may have not accepted and love within yourself, actually. Well, you got some shame, some guilt, some unresolved mama, daddy, mama, daddy, grandpa issues. And it's really cool because like this is I want to share. I shared this with Gademshi, but I want to share this with y'all. So I was writing this morning, and I think this would be a great segue too. And like sometimes people are like, well, I don't know what to forgive. Like, well, where do I start? What the fuck? It's a lot of stuff going on. What would you say to that, actually, Gademshi? It's like people are like, I don't even know where to forgive. Like, what do you mean forgive?
Man, that's such a powerful question. The first thing that came to me was like the baseline is forgiving yourself. Because there's actually no time to forgive anybody else for anything that you did not permit. So it's like you can't even really have no fingers to point to nobody until you recognize you got two arms to control how people treat you. So it's like, yeah, the first place would be forgiving yourself. Now you may be like, well, I didn't do nothing wrong. This is my perfect life. Like, you know, these people are confused and this and this and that. Then I would say, well, then it's also a perfect time to forgive yourself. Because the self that you're not forgiving is the self of the other now. It's not necessarily the self of you and your activities and behaviors, because you may not have done nothing, but you may be forgiving their level of intelligence. You may be forgiving their behavior, character traits, or them knowing the best they know. You may need to forgive the best that they know, because the best that they know is traumatizing you and belittling you, because that's what they really know. So, man, I would love to hear the question again. I think I went down and walked.
No, you actually went there great. And so I actually got another question. Why forgiveness? So why?
Okay. So this is so aligned, bro. I know that I wrote something about this in my book, The ABCs of Awakening.
Dude, I really wanted to ask you, can you go to forgiveness in the book? Because I know you probably have it now. I really thought about that too. Yeah.
Bro, you thought about that shit, bro? I heard that shit too. I was like, I'm about to be right back. Let me go grab something.
Do you already got the book?
Bro, I already got the book, brother.
I literally thought that. I was like, I want him to read it out. What the heck?
This feels so good, bro. Cause, oh my God, bro. It's so ecstatic when God is on point like this, bro. I'm telling you, it's just so like, boom. Can I read this for y'all?
Yes.
I'm exploding right now. Okay.
What?
So on page 103, oh my goodness, that comes to 4. Week 4 in here. Oh, let me chill out.
Right on time.
You feel me? Okay. The word forgiveness is meaning to let go of a fault or a wrong. In another term of words, it could be to forgive, pardon an offense, to give up the record of a debt, to forgive. To forgive another is to accept the wrong that they have done and to release it, not counting it against this other. Woo! But that part right there is speaking to like what I spoke on a little earlier, when people don't know better, because we be holding shit against them for not knowing. But then what I'm seeing that happens is we're creating a karmic cord, because we move into the present, but we're carrying the past with us. And the past is a recording of what somebody else did. So we're not fully present if we're remembering the wrongs. We're going actually back into the past in the microsecond to reflect on something that's not now. And we're making it now. So when you're not forgiven, bro, you're really carrying the past with you as like a big bag of bricks. And everybody has their name assigned to it. Oh, you stepped on my shoe 2 years ago. You owe me $150. That's not fair that you called me at 12. You know I'm asleep at 10:50. You know, but it's like, wait, why are we keeping those things now? It's a new day. It's a new breath. It's a new air. There's love in this air. You breathing the love, or are you thinking about the stank air from yesterday? You can't be living back there. All right, let me read this last paragraph. The act of forgiveness is heavenly important in the journey of life, and especially on the path of awakening. It's interesting that something that could have occurred 2, 4, or 10 years ago can be still lingering in your mind and heart now. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
It's important that we know what's lingering in the mind, the heart, bro, because we can't actually move forward carrying the past with us unless we're using it to glorify and using it to elevate and using it to remember like the good. But using it to remember faults, it's just counting wrongs. And it's like you're not counting blessings when you're counting faults. Yeah.
Hey, oh my God. Right on time. Bro, I love the ABCs of Awakening. I love the ABCs of Awakening. Oh my God. It has a message for you every day. Real talk. Like,
every day. Oh my God.
You can't miss,
bro.
Yeah. So cool. So I asked you the question, why forgiveness? And I'm going to just answer that question for myself, because you just said it actually. Like, do you really want to be bringing the past with you if you want to move in a new direction? Do you really want to be holding on to this perception of this person that is not serving you? Do you really want to be drudging through the mud when you can be free? And so why forgiveness? I say forgiveness for the freedom of who you've become and the spirit of love that you get to access when you're not holding on to what doesn't serve you. Do you know how this is really, it's not even that this is important, this is essential. So many people, they want to go forward, but they can't because they're not forgiving. They want to build, they want to create, they want to love, they want to build a beautiful relationship with their partner, but they're not forgiving their ex.
Mm.
They want to build a beautiful relationship with their mother, but they holding on to what she did in the past.
Mm.
They want to create a new relationship with money, but they can't because they still looking at money. Like, we want to move forward, and that's the cool part, is that we are literally leading the way. And so it's like the ascension process is a process of forgiveness, and that's it. That's it. The ascension process is a process of forgiveness, and that's it. I'm forgiving myself for the judgment that I am not enough. I'm forgiving myself for believing that I am unworthy. All of that. All of that.
It's so fire. I love that how you said that the journey is truly an act of forgiveness, because it actually is that, bro. Look at how we've created our money beliefs, and that shit was working for a point in time. It was working. I don't know about y'all, but it worked for some time. And then it's like, oh, actually, with the vibration changes, now your relation changes. So the relation has to move to the vibration of where you're going. So the vibration of money has to go there. The vibration of relationship has to go there. The vibration of fucking whatever has to go there. Business, what are you doing in your business? How do you operate business? You operate business from fear. You operate business from love. You operate business from lack. Everything has to go there. It's like everything has to be forgiven. My whole mind literally has to be renewed, or else there's no golden age, because my whole mind is programmed from lack and limitation, bro. Oh my God.
Dude, that's crazy. Do you know what I just got? You said the vibration in the relation, and this is what I think about this, bro. I think about this. So it's like, you know, it was a very common thing to say back in the day. Raise your vibration. This is high vibes only. And I love how you can perceive things from a high vibration, but the relationship is not yet at that. So you can see something and give it a vibrational frequency. It says high vibe, but the way that you're relating to it is still not at that level yet.
Yeah. I don't
So
know
you
what
can
I
say,
said, but I'm happy you
yeah.
captured that.
So you
bro.
can say money is abundant, and that's a higher perspective. But are relating to it in an abundant way though?
Ooh, bro, I love forgiveness, bro.
I know.
Bro, that's so powerful, because you would hear the word and it only sounds like relationships and behaviors and stuff. But then once you bring that shit to your heart, bro, it's like, actually, how do you even look? And I'd be like, hold on, let me fix my do-rag. Hold on. No, not even how you present. How do you look? What are you paying for? What are you seeking to see? Because you're gonna find everything you're looking for. So it's like, you have to forgive how you look sometimes. You've been looking at people and trying to judge them and criticize. You have to forgive that. Actually, why am I looking for this in this person? Because I can find that though. But if I look for God, I can find that though. But if I look for peace, I can find that though. So that forgiveness, bro, it's like, how are you choosing to look, bro? And I will say this too, bro. My elders, not my mom though, but some of the elders I had the opportunity to be raised by, never really knew this stuff, bro. So you would always be hearing a regurgitation of the last fault that somebody did, or the last, oh, look at this person. They call him burnt ribs because he burnt the ribs three Christmases ago. You know, like we're carrying these perceptions of ourselves into this moment, and it's degrading.
Degrading.
It's so unseen. It's so unseen, though. It's almost like, oh, we just have words. It's like, what are the words that you have? Are they healthy words? Are they uplifting words? Are they inspiring words? Or are they degrading?
Yeah. You know, dude, you hit me with that. Like, yeah, go ahead, Daly. I'm loving it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so when you was just talking, I visualize somebody walking up a hill and with the baggage on their back, like a bag, and that can be holding on to things. So when we drop the baggage, we let go and we feel more free, and we can think and move and feel faster.
Yeah. And Daly, you just said it. That's the why of forgiveness again. It's like how, like, that's the why. It's like, well, how much do you want to feel light and free? You know, this is the funny thing. It's like, I want to feel free, but she said that last time. I don't know. I want to be happy, but my mama, though. You know, I want to be light, but the government, though. And it's like, how, why? You know? So I have that too. I had that too. Literally, this is a funny thing. I've been talking to Gadimshi about this a lot, but I just have acknowledged that sometimes I want things for people that they don't want for themselves. And that's okay. I'm okay with that. But this is where it gets sideways is that, like what Gadimshi said, is like for them not knowing in the sense of like, I see something for someone, but they don't yet know it yet. And then I start to get a little funny or a little judgy for them not knowing or for them not knowing that they got and they still playing these foolish games of acting like a little ego. And them not knowing that they got it, they playing these foolish games. And I'm like, get your, and I go into their foolish games too, you know?
I know it. I know it. Bro.
That's funny, bro. So this is a statement that I want to share with y'all. So I'm in the process of creating I told Gadimshi it's a document, but it's really a declaration, but it's really who I'm deciding to be on a daily basis and what I want to live from. And one of the statements is, I am eternal forgiveness for myself and others. And that came through so beautifully because what I realized, and this is like the meaning of what that means. I acknowledge that everything is forgiven in eternity. Nothing is held on to. Nothing is held on to. And that was just really beautiful because it's like, if I really am embodying the nature of what I am, which is infinite, which is eternal, and we don't have to give it whatever name you have, but I just noticed something about my experience that seems to eternally exist. And if I want to abide in that, and if that is true, well, what is there to hold on to then? If that's really the nature of what I am. And so that was just like, I've never said that before. Eternal forgiveness. Eternal forgiveness. And it even just gives me even more room to forgive because I just start to remember the eternity where nothing is important actually. Nothing is important eternally, really. This too shall pass.
Oh my God. Bro. That eternal forgiveness is everything, bro. I was looking at the book again and I was thinking about reading something else. But I think that we're actually literally having the conversation like in fullness. Like what Daly brought in that story and that story and visualization of like carrying around these guilt and blames and shames and things. So you literally gonna walk up this hill though. You're gonna walk up this hill though, but your legs and calf muscles about to do all the work because you're carrying so much extra. And so I wanted to show you guys this image that I drew. It's the forgiven flamingos. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys like the flamingos?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all, you're gonna love them. Hold on. Okay, wait. How am I gonna show it though? All right, let's do it like this. Can y'all see this?
Yep.
Okay.
The flamingos.
So there's a little bit of like symbolism in the image. I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds to capture it. Y'all ready?
Yeah, I see it.
You seen it?
Yeah, I do see
All right.
it. Yeah.
Can y'all tell me what y'all captured? I would love to get like y'all's interpretation before I told y'all. I would love it. Oh my God. Now, of course, y'all probably not seen every detail. Let me show you again. 2 more seconds. Okay. So let me tell me.
Okay, the thing that stood out to me is that the flamingo at the front is looking behind at the flamingo in the back. That's what stood out to me.
What? Oh my God. Oh. All right. I'll take that. A+. What's up? Who else? Anybody else? Yulita, I know you seen it. Yulita.
David,
what you got?
Yeah, what came to my mind is that just as you said that, Dave, that the flamingo is looking behind at the other flamingo. So if it's in order for the flamingo to move forward, maybe it would need to stop turning around and maybe face the front.
God dang! Oh my God! Woo! Oh man, I'm gonna have to take a walk after this one, y'all. That's a lot.
You need to. I want to hear what you need to saw. These reactions.
Y'all seen it though.
Once again, like nothing to add because that was everything that I saw too, but great.
That's so powerful. But yes, you guys got it right on the money though, because the flamingo on the back is looking ahead, and the flamingo on the front is looking back. And it's like the only time we're actually moving forward is when we're not looking back. But then their legs were also shaped the same way. And the reason why is because what the flamingo on the back has done, the flamingo on the front already did. And so it's very much symbolic to like how Dave was saying that this sister was having like these traumas about like how people see her with cannabis. It's like, oh no, you match because y'all have both the same stuff. And in order for us to both look forward, we got to get one of us stopping looking back. So yeah, that was fire, bro. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Bro, I love that imagery. Dude, that's a good pickup right there. That's such a good pickup. I saw the legs actually, but I just love that storyline of that actually. It already made one move already, and the other one picked up on that one, but that one's still looking back, so it's still not the full forward direction.
Ooh, bro, I love that. This is so, I don't know how to say this, bro. This is so everything to me. There's a story in the scripture about Lot's wife, and this is a woman that looks back when they're leaving their old town, and she gets preserved in a pillar of salt, bro. I wasn't there to see her in a pillar of salt, but the illustration and the analogy is giving, when you look back at your faults, you preserve them, because the quality of salt is used to preserve fish and to preserve foods. And so when she's looking back from fear, she's preserved in the same fear that she's looking for. And yeah, bro, that element of looking back, it's like, no, we're only looking back to celebrate where we were coming from. We're not actually looking back for nothing else, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this is so good. That's so good. I love that. You preserve the past every time you look back. And you know what's really cool? And at a certain level, you can look back at the past and you can also recreate the past.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not so adamant about preserving the past with the same perception of what the past was, you can recreate it. Yulita shared that with me a lot. We get to recreate the past.
Yeah. Yeah. Reframe, reimagine, and literally replay. You could literally replay the experience and not even replay it from the same mind of consciousness you was in. You could replay it from the mind of consciousness you had now. And then that changes your perceptions, which will change your judgments and change your feelings. I love that shit, bro. That is the work. I be doing that type of work, bro. I be time traveling. I be putting on my capsule suit and everything, bro. It's time to go to 1972. Let's go. You know?
Let's go. 1972. I wasn't even there yet, but I'm excited. I wasn't even here yet, but I'm ready to go. Nah, it's so cool. It's so cool. That's so beautiful, because what I'm getting is that like at that moment in the past where you had a fault, where you made a mistake, where you had some wrongdoing, that moment you weren't seeing from innocence, and you were seeing from judgment, ridicule, punishment, self-abuse. And that's what this now moment is for you to look back at yourself in that moment where it was so adamant about you being an evil child or a wrongdoer or not enough, and being able to be with that part of yourself and see the innocence in that. Oh, it's so innocent that I started to believe that I wasn't enough because my mom gave more attention to my brothers and sisters. It was so innocent that I picked up that belief and I created a whole fucking reality about that. It was so innocent that I believed that I was unworthy because my mom had to steal clothes for me, and I thought I was a poor kid. I was so innocent that I picked that up. And so now I get to, from this point of view, see that innocence and then forgive myself for holding on to that judgment and all other things. And so this don't happen overnight though, but it does tend to continue to unfold when you're looking. I wrote this down this morning. I look for the gold everywhere I go. You have that too, good entry. I look for the gold everywhere I go. I am always looking for the best in myself and others. And so I look back at that dude back in the past, and I was like, well, he innocent and he was doing the best he could. Look for the gold, actually. Yeah. Golden son.
Yeah. Oh my God. I want to say, fam, do you guys feel like taking like a short 3-minute exercise? Because I was feeling this in the call of like gazing over the family structures, gazing over the people we're connected with, gazing, just like taking a look around inside of our own like inner encyclopedia. I don't know, but just like looking within and seeing like, oh, Let me feel about my mom. Let me feel about my dad. Let me feel about my sister. Let me feel about them, just so that I can see what the feeling that's there right now. And
Yeah,
just
and
like,
so everybody just came off mute. Ulita and Daly came out, so I think they wanted to say something, but after
yeah,
they share, we can definitely. I want to do that.
yeah, yes.
Cool. So I'll let Ulita go first, and then Daly, you can go.
Thanks. What I wanted to share was I got this vision, and it kind of came like in connection with the flamingos, actually.
Mm.
Like, why do we resist forgiveness? Because this is for
Mm.
me a thing. Like, this was just the whole time when I was on here, I was like, there's so much. Like, I didn't even want it to come on the Shine Space today because of some sort of reason. I don't know. But that's this topic, because forgiveness is looking forward, like it is moving forward. Like forgiveness is not looking back. To forgive is to move forward into a new direction. And that's kind of what I saw, that I was like, oh, that's why I was resisting it, because if we don't want to move forward, obviously we don't want to talk or look into forgiveness. That's kind of what I got. And what was the vision I got? It was yeah, so to forgive is to have a new perspective. So, we can never forgive without a new perspective. And to move forward, there might be a little transition time between you taking the next step. It's like forgiveness. So, for example, you're looking to the past. Now you're aware of what happened in the past. You feel resentment. Okay, am I going to choose resentment or am I going to choose forgiveness? Okay, I want to choose forgiveness. This forgiveness will maybe be the transition phase between you like being a resentment and then taking the next step. It's like the forgiveness comes in between, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I got.
That is
That's
absolutely, yeah,
so
that's
powerful.
beautiful.
Did you want Daly to go? I wanted to say something about that.
Yeah, I do too, actually. Yeah, let's do the reflection of this. Yeah, go ahead, Daly. I wrote down what I wanted to say. Go ahead, Daly.
Yeah, it's like what you said, Dave. That you was, in the moment, we're innocent. We're doing the best we can. When you think about it, in moments that I may look back on myself and say that was cringy or uncomfortable, I just think to myself, was I trying to sabotage myself? Probably not. So it was an
Mm-hmm.
innocent moment of trying to do the best and be the best I can be. So when you forgive yourself and you let that go as well, we decide when we forgive ourselves. Sometimes it can feel as well, in my opinion, like, have I really let that go, or am I really forgiving myself? But whose standards are we judging it by? Other people's? They can't decide if we've forgiven ourselves and if that forgiveness inside of us is cleansing enough. I have to decide that for myself.
Mm.
And an observer is just observing from the external.
Mm. Mm. Powerful, bro.
Really powerful. Too powerful. Two powerful shares. I'm like, I just want to say this real quick. I love that because daily, it's like we weren't doing that on purpose. Actually, that's what I love. What I just heard. It's like you wasn't trying to sabotage yourself, nor was I trying to sabotage myself, nor did my mom intend to hurt me and make me believe that I was a piece of shit. No one was doing that on purpose, and so I love that. It's just like really kind of that new perception. Just to lead me into what Elisa said, but I love. Guess what? I love forward and forgiveness. All both start with for at the beginning. For the beginning. I was like, whoa, I see you, Yulita. Forward forgiveness. You really can't move forward unless you have forgiven. And people be really trying to move forward. They really be thinking they going somewhere. And they get somewhere, but it's not it's not the really forward. Go ahead.
I love what Yulita said, because when I first want to acknowledge Yulita acknowledging that she didn't want to get on, and there was a feeling tone about that, because that is fucking all the work. Oh my God. And so that's so powerful, because with the way you broke it down, it's like when we're really not open in the element of forgiveness, we're not really moving forward like that. We're not really stagnant either, but it's like we just don't want to look forward. And I love how you brought that in with the flamingos too, because that literally be the whole life we have when we're not moving forward in a particular area. Or for me, like not moving forward in like relationship with my business or something. It's like, because I'm carrying this old ass perception. It's like I'm not able to move forward actually. And so that was just so powerful and like so revealing, because it's like we have to be willing to feel that resistance. And this is where I felt this excitement just exploded again. I have to read this to y'all. Now, in the ABCs of Awakening, each chapter has like a title, right? Every chapter has a title, but I don't know what to call this, but it's in every chapter. It goes like this. All the words in each chapter kind of have a story. And so I'm going to read y'all the beginning part. It says, faith, focus, father, forgive, feminine, frequency. And I'm going to leave it right there, because in order to move forward, we have to be aligned with the father consciousness. We got to be moved with the idea that we have, the vision that we have. So your faith has to be focused on the father, which is your focus, your forward. And then it's like, you have to also forgive the feminine quality of the energy you're carrying, or else you're not going far. You're not going forward. And so, oh my God, I'm just blowing up right now. Yeah, that's all I want to share right there. We got to forgive the feminine frequency we're carrying so that we can examine and love it and then go forward with the father. Focus on the vision.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow. Wow. Dude, I love how you did that. I don't know how you did that. I don't know how you did that, but you did that. That's actually really insane. I wanted to say one more thing that Yulita said, the transition period, the transition time. It's like I love, because you bring in the analogy about the business. So it's like I know where my business wants to go, but I'm still holding on to this old paradigm. And so that's why the business is not moving. But stay in I know where the businesses want to go, because if you stay holding that, then you're just in the transition time right now. And you're going to see what there is in the way. And then eventually you will get there. But it's like, it's transition time. And so don't beat yourself up in the transition time either.
Yeah.
Can I add something to that? I love the words of that Kadam. She said like faith. To me, like that stands for like knowing that you will be okay, I guess. Like, the faith is knowing you will be okay. And that's kind of what I have for this call. It's like, okay, should I go? Kind of feel resistant. It's like, okay, I will be okay. That's like having faith that it will, go not good, but it will be of love. I would say that's like the faith. This will be of love. But maybe your mind is like, nah, no, this will not be good for you. But like love is like, yes, this will be good for you. Like you will be okay. Like you will come out and maybe you have some things rising or whatever, but it's like you will be okay. That's kind of what I saw with the faith. For sure, when you mentioned that one as the first, as the words, that you said.
Yeah. That's powerful. I was capturing what you said, and I was hearing like, only love can really happen to me, actually. It's like only God can actually happen to God. It's like we can look at what happens or like something coming up, that should be feeling uncomfortable. But that's actually God. That's actually love happening, though, because the only time you can see something is when you shift something. And that means love is moving right now. And that's like, oh my God, come on in, love. But have an earthquake and a fissure and a whole bunch of movement. Let's do it. Yo, oh my God.
Go ahead, Daly.
Yes, faith, forgiveness, all of those words. And what also comes to mind as Julita mentions the play on words is forever, forever, because forever is not holding on to anything. Forever is not limited by the mind or by time. Forever is eternal love. So forever is forgiveness itself.
Damn, that's what I was saying.
That was so good. So good.
Wow. Damn, forward, forever, forgiveness. What? Yeah. Ganesh, I would love for you to take us through this experience, man.
Oh, let's have it then. Amen.
Yes. Damn. With that in mind, I'm ready for anything, bro. I can handle any past experience, bro. I'm ready.
Woo! Well, let me go ahead and say, y'all, I'm just going to give myself to the Lord because I don't know what to do with this. I don't know. I was like, I said it, but I didn't know what it was. All right. So allow us to drop into our bodies. Allow us to drop a little deeper into our hearts with a deep breath together. In with the nose. And when you're full, out with the mouth. And let's do 2 more cycles. In with the nose. And out with the mouth. For a third, in and out. Imagine that you reach over to maybe the table that you're sitting at, and you pick up a pair of glasses, and we're going to call them your love glasses. So let's go ahead and put these love glasses on together for a second. And as we breathe here, let's look at the closest people in our lives. This may be your spouse, your partner. This may be your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister. And let's start here at this core and just gaze at every single soul in your family, in your relationship, in your group, and look at them with the eyes of love, giving each person a few cycles of in and out breathing while you're staring at this person. Myself beginning with my mom, and you beginning with who comes to mind first. And imagine that as you breathe in, you're breathing in this forever love, this untainted love. And as you breathe out, you're breathing out this love into your connection with this person or with these people. If the energy of love comes up, let it be felt fully. And let that love exude to these people in your life. Expanding the moment of forgiveness, expanding the eternality of letting go, beyond time, beyond space, and happening right now as we breathe. Releasing faults, blames, and shames as we move from person to person. Seeing my dad, some uncles, some aunts, and becoming the untouched love, the untainted love, the eternal forgiver. Seeing each of them with boatloads of love exploding from their faces, seeing them happy, seeing them radiant, seeing them knowing and deserving of all things good. Notice any denser energies. Some dense energies coming in from my dad. Shining the light of love. As we bring this short exercise to a completion, complete this last stare as you look from these love glasses at everyone in your life, knowing that each and every time you meet a person's eyes, you're seeing from the eyes of God. You're seeing from the eyes of Source. You're seeing from the eyes of love. Giving ourselves 60 seconds. Now feel the love for yourself. Feel the gratitude that you're here, that you're chosen, and that you've decided on the light. You've decided on love. You've decided on God. You've decided on spirit. You decided on being whole. Now feel your own love. Maybe you do need to forgive some behaviors or some resistance or anything that you may have placed on yourself. And give yourself the permission to place this love on yourself. If love was coming through you now, what would that feel like? If love wanted to just burst out of your face right now, where would it be going? Who would you be smiling into? Now, as we're full of this energy and this frequency of love, let us deeply breathe it into our cells, our tissues, our organs, stabilizing every function within our body temple and secreting tonic chemicals of serotonin, dopamine, and all the yummies. Just feeling radiant, jubilant. But make yourself aware of where you sit. Make yourself aware of your hands and your feet. And as we take our next and last 3 deep breaths, imagine yourself becoming your love glasses or simply taking them off as we breathe. In with the nose and out with the mouth. For number 2, in and out. And for the 3rd and last, in with the nose and out with the mouth. And in this, we give thanks for all is forgiven.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
At the right time, when you feel ready, you can open your eyes.
Sheesh. Thank you, Brother Gadeshi. He took us there. I didn't know we was about to go there. Damn, hey, that was
Tell
fun,
me.
bro.
Tell me.
Yeah,
Tell
that
me.
was good, bro. Being the teacher, the profitable teacher. Let's go.
Yulita, I'm giving Yulita a hug. Oh, this
That
is
was
so
beautiful.
beautiful. This is so beautiful.
Bro, thank you for being a vessel, bro. Thank you for being clear enough to just like allow that to come through and impact all of us. Really powerful.
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a
It's a
great way.
privilege.
That
Yeah,
go
thank
ahead.
you. No, it's a privilege though. It's a privilege, bro. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that was great. I think that's a beautiful yeah, bro. That's a beautiful way to come to a conclusion for this Shine Space. For real though. Hey,
I wouldn't say that. I didn't know what was happening, guys. I didn't. But I knew that I was really seeing what I was seeing. It was hard because I was like, I'm leading this meditation, then I have this like smog in a word. Like this smog is like, okay, y'all, some dense energies coming in from my dad. Okay. But it was weird though. You know, it was weird. But I'm just so honored for the opportunity though, in summary. Like I'm just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But thank you guys for receiving that.
yeah, not really powerful. Yeah, I love how we always say this, but the spirit really be aligning everything, bro. Like I love the book was on point. I was thinking about the book. You got the book. He like, let me go grab this. I didn't know what you was about to go get, but like, I just love how everything. Yeah, bro. The handwriting always creates itself. It writes itself actually. So I just love that we're in alignment. David, thank you for being here, bro. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming on the screen and just being here and sharing your wisdom, bro. It's always a gift. Thank you, Yulita, for being here and sharing your beautiful presence and it's a gift for us. And yeah. Yeah, we'll have the Shine Space next Thursday again. I was thinking about a lot of stuff. I don't care about those things I was thinking about. I'll see y'all next Thursday again. And I will be having the Shine Space website coming out soon. The landing page will be completed in some days. You know, someday you're going to see it. That's all that matters. And it'll be easy to access. So this is the only new thing is that I won't be sending out the link anymore. So daily, what it will do is I'm going to create a landing page, and then you can just put your email and things in there, and then you'll receive your email. You'll receive the Shine Space link in your email, and just make everything clean. And you will also get the replays in your email, and it'll be an unlisted playlist and things like that. So with that being said, I love you all. I appreciate y'all, and we out. Peace.
Fuck yeah.